Fala galera, como prometido para vocês, aí vai a entrevista com Tony Royster Jr, exclusiva para o Portal Daniel Batera. Curta aí e compartilhe. Tudo bem, Tony? Aqui é o Daniel Batera, do Portal Daniel Batera. Primeiramente, gostaria de te agradecer por estar recebendo a gente, concedendo essa entrevista exclusiva.
Obrigado. Thank you.
Primeira coisa que eu gostaria de lhe perguntar é que eu ouvi muito por aí dizer que você é cristão, mas eu nunca vi nenhum registro sobre isso. Você realmente é uma pessoa cristã?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, sim.
Olha, que bacana saber disso. Então a pergunta de fato é: como você concilia o seu trabalho com a sua vida espiritual? Como que você concilia isso de tocar fora da igreja e a sua vida com Deus? Como funciona isso para você?
Well, first of all, my mother, she's been in the ministry. She's been a Christian. She's a pastor for 35 plus years. I grew up not necessarily in the church because I travel so much, but I have a strong belief of God and the Bible, and it definitely I feel as it's a gift, the gift that I have to play. I'm thankful for it every day, and it's hard to be able to travel a lot and not be able to be in church as much, but I still know where I come from. I still thank God every day for what He's done for me to be able to keep me safe while I'm traveling, as well as being able to keep my head on straight, and I thank Him for my mother being such a strong spiritual person in my life and helped me keep me grounded. So that's basically how I balance it. Basically my mother, she's like the foundation of my spiritual life.
Bom, sabemos que você tocou em bandas marciais e que seu pai te ensinou muito. Mas você que teve interesse por tocar bateria ou teve alguém que te incentivou muito? Como foi a tua formação musical?
I started playing at the age of 3. Like I said, my father and my mother both play drums. I started, going to my father's rehearsals. He used to have a band. I used to go to all of his rehearsals, and I think that's how I began to embed music into my head, into my heart, into my soul, because I was always around it. And then, like I said, I started playing when I was 3. I got up and started playing a beat, and then I began to grasp music at a very rapid pace. And then I began to listen to different styles of music. My father introduced me to a lot of early drummers, musicians, different artists, and that's how I began to be so versatile at a young age, because he put all of that in my ear at an early age. So as far as degrees or anything like that, the extent is me going to high school, to middle school, and playing in the band and marching band and stuff like that. But as far as going to Berkeley or going to a school or something like that to study music, and I didn't even have time because I was already on the road of becoming a professional musician.
Tony, qual foi a maior dificuldade que tu já enfrentou? Como é que tu superou isso e isso por acaso te fez pensar em parar de tocar?
No, not really. Coming up, I started as a clinician drummer, as a drummer who did master classes and clinics and workshops. And then I began to play with artists. So there was a time when I didn't necessarily quit drums. I was still playing drums, but I stopped to play with a group. I was in a singing group, and we had a deal with a record company, and that was like 2 years of like my life, my career. That wasn't about going and doing master classes. It wasn't about going and performing anywhere. It was basically just focused on the group. And I won't say that was a bad time. That was a great time for my life to be able to learn just different things, to learn about myself, just really understand life, and I think that actually helped me in my career as far as dealing with people and becoming a man, because that was like in my early stages of becoming a man, like 17, 18, when I moved out, and that's where I went. So, and then after I got off over that hump, it was great, because then I began to play with like a lot of different artists, and everything was smooth sailing after that.
Bom, a próxima pergunta que eu queria te fazer é relacionada à tua turnê pelo Brasil. A gente sabe que tu está passando por muitos estados brasileiros, com isso tu está conhecendo muitas culturas diferentes e provavelmente está conhecendo ritmos diferentes também. O Brasil é muito rico em ritmos. Tu já conheceu, aprendeu algum ritmo diferente? Teve algum ritmo especial que chamou a tua atenção?
I mean, obviously, I've been around nothing but Brazilian musicians the entire time. There is one rhythm, Horeche, or how do you pronounce it? What's the most famous?
Afoxé.
Afroche, or it's like.
Maracatu.
Eu acho que é axé, eu acho que é.
Axé?
That, yes.
Axé.
So this is the rhythm that everybody basically says like is one of the most basic famous rhythms that everybody loves to play. So, and then every time I play it, like everybody loves it. I think just because I'm playing it too. So, but I definitely want to, when I go back home, to really study and learn some of these Brazilian rhythms, because they're fantastic. And then that'll allow me to be able to play with some Brazilian artists if I ever come back out here. Again, and it's just going to add to my repertoire of playing. So, but I enjoy the rhythm, I enjoy the culture, and it's beautiful.
Tu conheceu algum baterista brasileiro que tenha chamado a tua atenção também?
I don't really know. I mean, Paulino, what's his last name? He plays for the
Fonseca.
Fonseca. What's the group name?
Jota Quest.
Jota Quest, yes.
Paulinho Fonseca.
So I had the chance to chill with him. Actually, was doing some things with him soon.
Yeah, he's awesome.
But he's a great guy. But as far as any other Brazilian drummers, not so much. I mean, I know Latin drummers, but not necessarily the Brazilian drummers. But all in all, since I've been out here and since I'm going to be doing more traveling and touring around, Brazil, I definitely want to indulge in learning about the culture, learning about the Brazilian, because there's a lot of musicians out here that are great. And learning some of the Brazilian artists as well. Anita, what's her name? Anita, what's the Brazilian woman's name? It's a woman, she's famous. Is her name Anita?
Anita.
Anitta? Não, cara, por favor, Anitta não.
Yes, nothing to do with the...
É.
Nothing?
No.
At all?
At all.
Really?
Nothing to do with Tower of Power, for example.
Não.
Wow, that's crazy, because that's like...
We are ashamed because of this rhythm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something from Rio.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. The people that some of these musicians tell me about. So, but I'm learning. So, the next time I come here, I know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Tony, de que forma você agrega os eletrônicos ao seu set acústico? Eu vi que no workshop você utilizou o octapad, mas que outros eletrônicos você agrega ao seu setup? E de que maneira você utiliza isso?
Well, first of all, I like to incorporate triggers into my playing. It really helps out when I'm like playing on tour with, like, for example, Jay-Z. I take all of the sounds that's from the original records, and they give me the sounds, and I trigger it to my snare and my bass drum, and that helps just add a whole nother element to my playing. I like to use the SPSX pads as well. Like I usually use 2 of them, and it's like I said, it's more so for triggers. I use some auxiliary pads for some other sounds, but for the most part, that's it. I like to use the hybrid set, which is acoustic mixed with electronic triggers, a couple of pads, some auxiliary pads, and that's pretty much the extent of it.
Todos os seus eletrônicos são da Roland?
All Roland, see.
Qual o maior sonho ou objetivo que você já alcançou na sua vida? Existe algo maior ainda que você deseja conquistar?
I don't really have like the biggest dream of my life, because you never know what the future holds. And when you set a goal and something happens, okay, I did it, then something bigger can happen, and something bigger can happen. So My goal every day is just to be, you know, the best I can be, and whatever comes my way, roll with the punches. You know, because I've played with a lot of amazing artists, a lot of amazing people. I've met a lot of amazing people. You know, right now I'm kind of starting to act a little bit, so that's something that I enjoy, that I want to, you know, start getting into. But as far as having one specific big goal, big dream, if I was to pick one, would be just to make sure that my family, you know, my mother is all right, that she doesn't have to work anymore. You know, that's the main thing. Once that's accomplished, then like I'm happy. Everything else is just gonna be for myself, but I know that she's taken care of, and you know that's the biggest thing for me.
Bom, Tony, muito obrigado por essa entrevista que você deu exclusivamente para o Portal Daniel Batera. Gostaria que você deixasse agora um recado para os bateristas brasileiros que nos seguem, dizendo o que você acha que é o mais importante para alguém se tornar um bom baterista.
I mean, just to drummers and just musicians in general, like, we're all the same, you know what I'm saying? But coming into this crazy industry is like, it's more so about who you know as opposed to what you know. It's more so about your personality and who you are, you know, to everyone else. You know, everything is about power. You know, it's about who likes who. You know, you can have you can be the most talented drummer or the most talented keyboardist, but if no one likes you, no one is going to hire you. You know what I'm saying? Like, people fire you immediately, and I've seen it happen. So the biggest advice is to stay humble. You know, stay humble through all of this. Put your pride and ego aside, you know, at times. You know, don't be afraid to learn. You know, it's something that everybody do. I'm still learning to this day. You know, regardless of how good I am, I can learn from everyone. You know, and I think that's the reason why I'm still in the industry. That's the reason why still people, you know, still call me, and that's the reason why I still feel like I have fans and people who enjoy my playing. It's because that's what I live by. You know, just stay humble, and pray and make sure that I just do the right thing, you know, as much as possible. Curto.
É.
Curto. Eu curto.
Yeah.
O Portal Daniel Batera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you say it? Is that right?
Acabou?
Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.